Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to an awesome pop culture collectible video. We're going to look through this Banana Splits #1 from 1969. TV show Hanna-Barbera in comic form by Gold Key. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. It's got an ad on the back that ubiquitous fishing one. I think over time it was lower and then it went up a bit. Let's take a look here at the cover. 15 cents. Gold Key. The Banana Splits are Hanna-Barbera. Legal Drooper, Snorky, and Bingo. Bad Mad Movers, Fun and Feuds. There they are in a nice color picture. 1969, Hanna-Barbera Productions. This was a fun show to see with these guys and the different cartoons and the Danger Island segment that they had, the live action that had Michael Vincent in it. All right, let's take a look here. What do they got here? Gold Key Comics Club. See Bugs and the Flintstones, Woody and Little Lulu. So you can join up there. So they've got in-house ad right there. Neat little card. They did that for the Johnny Quest too. This little card where they show the characters. 1969, #1. So we got Mad Movers. They're singing. I haven't looked at it in a long time, so I'm going through it with you. This was always fun. Ran, I think it started in '68 on TV. Still don't think they put this out professionally by Hanna-Barbera. I don't know why. They've got like I said, they've got these guys on the stage, their music, and the music was put out by Hanna-Barbera, so it shouldn't be the rights issues type of thing, because it was all in-house. So whoever owns Hanna-Barbera, doesn't Warner Brothers own that now? So, and then Danger Island, and then the different cartoons like the Three Musketeers and so forth they had in there. There's a very Mildred the robot instead of looks sort of like the Jetsons robot. And let's see, I don't think they have many ads, if at all, in these Gold Key or Dell comics, so they were a little bit different. Love these, the ATVs. The Adventure Team for G.I. Joe was in yellow, but they had these here. They're based on real type of things. I think like the Amphicat, an all-terrain vehicle back then, could go in water and land. Looked like a lot of fun. I think I saw something like that once on a Mod Squad episode where they were out somewhere and they were racing around in those. That's sort of for fun. Instead of bumper cars, they were using those. Not using them as bumper cars, but running around like on a track, like go-karts. We've got Plumber's Friends. It's hard to say who my favorite was back then or now. I guess I like the orangutan, and then Drooper was funny, and then we got Snorky, and then Beagle. One of them was a Beagle. One of them it was done by Alan Melville, the actor who did Magilla Gorilla and a lot of things, and of course he was Sergeant Hacker on Gomer Pyle and Barney Hefner on All in the Family, Archie Bunker's Place, and probably most known for is Sam the Butcher on Brady Bunch, so he was one of the voices here. To the Rescue, so we got multiple little fun stories here. When I was a kid, I only collected really Marvel comics, so I didn't go for the fun or funny, and I don't remember seeing all the TV and cartoon tie-in comics, or if I did, by the time I was buying the comics, I didn't pay that much attention, other than the Marvel. And then I got Mad Magazine and stuff. As I got a little bit of information here, a little bit of fun learning here, so it's not just all that. And I've got a little picture dictionary, so they had a little bit of other things besides just that. Oh, here is an ad. We've got Lee Ryder in the Brand Rustlers. Not sure if I had Lee. Maybe I had one of those. Here we go. A little bit about prehistoric cave paintings. Who as a kid didn't like cavemen and dinosaurs? Collecting the plastic dinosaurs. I have a video on here of the little dinosaurs that were given away by Sinclair dinosaurs, little plastic dinosaurs, and there was a couple of cavemen in there too. They're hard to get. So there's a video on my playlist for collectibles and toys and pop culture, whichever one I put it on, you can find. Here at the end of this one, I'm going to leave a link to another banana splits video that I've already done. Got the cool reproduction of the cereal boxes they did for the various cereals. And I have a couple of other banana splits videos. This one was up on in a bag and a board mounted on a wall for a long time, so I just took it down and I discovered, oh, I never did get to this one. Fun and Feuds. Well, this one's a bit collectible in this condition. Maybe it's $20, $30 now. I probably didn't pay quite that much when I got it. Not that many years ago. Maybe 10 or 15, which to me isn't that many years ago. And then I think I saw someone had some CGC'd ones that were a few hundred, but none of those were selling. Having a very much of an adventure here. Rumble. If you remember them and you had a favorite, you could leave that down below in the comments. I usually do look-throughs on Marvel Comics, but I've done some look-throughs on some other. I have a other video you can find on here where I did a lot of Dell and Gold Key TV comics. Those are kind of neat because they have more of the photo covers of the cast from whatever particular show. A big set of Beverly Hillbilly one. I really like that show, so years ago I bought a lot of back issues for that one. And they made a lot too, considering compared to other shows. They made like, 16, 18, 20. A lot of shows only got a couple. I'm not quite sure how many of the banana splits they did. I think when I kind of looked, I saw like maybe 5 or 6. So we've got a little mini comic here, a mummy, another mini comic. Sea monkeys. Might do a video on that. This is a big full-page ad for that. And then in other comics, they have a smaller one, so I might go into that in detail sometime. So that was the look there. Let's look at the first front page again. Oh, hard to bend. So very cool. I think they have that, and I have the Johnny Quest comic too. They only made one of those for Gold Key. That's more pricey now to get in just so-so condition. A lot of these, there aren't as many good copies of these compared to the superhero comics because they're more geared for younger kids and they got more reading and manhandling, boy handling, kid handling, or whatever you want to call it. a lot of use from young children, so this one's not too bad in this section, but then you can see it's got some kind of staining and stuff there, but it still presents very good. Now, if you like this comic, you could always click those 3 little dots and see if you wanted to leave a super thanks. If you do, much appreciated. Be back again with another awesome collectible, classic toys and comics and collectibles from the 1960s and 70s. Thanks for watching, everyone.